Welcome back. We still have two birthday cakes on the dining room table from Harper and Teresa's birthday. So we're going to use that again for Ryker's birthday. But first, we are going to give Harper a makeover now that she's a teen. So I tried to use some of the Star Wars stuff because that is going to be her aspiration. And I really wanted to use this hair um, because I thought it was cool, but I just really didn't feel like it goes with her skin tone. So I chose the Ray hair instead. Um, yeah, I tried to make it work and it just didn't go. So we'll have to keep that in mind later for other Sims. But for right now, I am just going to use a pre-styled outfit for her. I really liked this one. I thought it was cool, very sleek, very uniform looking. And so I picked out all her outfits first because I usually do all her outfits and then decide what makeup and jewelry goes well with those outfits. So I did just get a lot of stuff packs. So I do have a lot of new Create a Sim items that I haven't looked through yet, and so that's why I have all that stuff up top. But there is some cool stuff that it comes with, like this dress. Yeah, so now that I have every Sims pack, I have a lot more stuff to choose from. I can't usually justify buying a stuff pack, but since they were all on sale, I went for it. And we are just picking out her gym clothes. Again, I was going to use a lot of Star Wars stuff, but it just wasn't, there wasn't a lot of options for that clothing. Like they don't have any tops for hot weather or anything like that. So I just gave up on using, filtering by that. So I just kind of picked out some stuff that was at the top here. I'm not a huge Create a Sim person, but I do try to put them in nicer outfits than the um, randomly generated ones. And also, I love that they added these styled looks because they are a lifesaver. And the only problem with them is that the makeup looks horrendous on her and her blue skin. You can see, I mean, just look at that, it's terrible. So we're going to fix all of that momentarily. So we are just putting on some jewelry. You can't even see a necklace in this outfit. So we don't go with that. And then I realized I forgot to do her makeup, so I went back and just chose a lighter shade of eyeshadow and, took off the blush because it just looks terrible. And I gave her a dark lipstick, which is actually reminiscent of um, Callie, who loved her dark lipstick. And I think that it looks good with her skin tone because I feel like her lips look very white with the blue skin tone. So I think that the darker shade looks nice on her. Her lips are very pursed, I guess is the word. Don't know what's up with that. But that's okay because she is still a beautiful. Even if she does, look like she's making a kissy face all the time. People pay money for that. And yeah, so we're just doing her makeup and her jewelry. And for the party, I went a little overboard with the face paint, but she's an alien, so the blue doesn't even really stand out that much on her skin. And of course, she doesn't need makeup for her sleep or gym wear. And we just give her earrings and a necklace and some nice makeup. for her formal wear. I did change her hair for the formal wear. And yeah, so for her everyday outfit, we are changing the makeup on that too, of course, because the makeup that came with the styled look does not look good with her blue skin. And now we're trying oh, I remember what happened here. The picture debacle. Basically, I decided that since we were taking so many family photos, that I was going to make a little photo studio over here instead of the sauna, and that we were going to actually take real pictures. Do you think that went well? Of course it didn't. Um, Basically, I was trying to have Anya take pictures. It wasn't working. The lighting was terrible, even with those extra lamps I put in, so I just grabbed some more and I was trying different options for different cameras, different equipment. Actually, that doesn't even take pictures that I just put down, so that's where we're at. Also, everyone thinks the treadmill is in the way for everything all the time. So I put back the tripod and put the camera back on top of it and finally got a picture. Of course, the backdrop didn't um, do the thing, it's just the top. I actually have no idea how to place things so that everything lines up, but we did get a nice picture of Ryker. And yeah, I don't know why it still says there are photos in her inventory because there aren't. Also, we put up that digital frame. Right now, it doesn't have any pictures in it. But now she is going to try and take pictures of her kids. And I'm trying to fix this setup, and it's just not happening. I tried lighting it up. Of course, all the lights turned off after a while. And I tried to have her take a picture of all the kids, but one would show up, the next one would leave, no one would stay. It was a big sigh here because it was not working. All the kids just kind of stood there, never took the picture. I tried to take a picture of Anya and Teresa, but of course Harper was standing in the way, number one, and number two, it got dark again. Why did it get dark again? I just put lights there. So I did get a picture of Harper and Ryker, which was good. Although Harper didn't really look very happy. And the number of poses was 2. So there's that. I guess it really is a skill, photography skill. And just naming the pictures here. And adding a picture to that digital frame. And then finally having Riker's birthday. And if you think that went easy, well, this whole video is a struggle. So we had a really hard time getting Ryker to the cake and getting Anya to help him with the cake. And so I teleported them over into the house and then tried again here. And of course, Ryker was just not appearing. So by the time we finally got to blow out the candles, and then it seemed to be taking a while, and I was worried that it was that glitch where you can't have birthday parties indoors, but luckily for us, it ended up working. And now Ryker is a child. So we are going to skip the part where everyone was at school and at work. We have little Ryker there. He was the only one home today because he had his birthday on a school day. And so he did not go to school that day. but he did give his effort at getting rid of that cake. I even tried to have him take a piece and then clean up the piece, and guess what? Now we have a cake and a piece of cake stuck there. Although wasn't there was two cakes originally, wasn't there? One of them disappeared somehow. We should find out how and then make it happen to that one. But looks like kids cannot take pictures with that tripod. So when the other two kids come home, I have Harper try and take a picture of her siblings. Once again, everything is a struggle. It's just not working. They're just standing there. So I'm like, okay, well, what if we have her take a picture even though they're just standing there? No, they wouldn't pose for it. So instead, we take the whole family bowling now that their mothers are home, which is a lot of fun. I built this bowling lot. It is up on the gallery. And yeah, it's just a bowling alley, bar, and arcade combination here. So you can see it is lit up for the nighttime bowling, which I love the neon bowling, um, fun night stuff. So I think that's a really cool graphic. And I went to have them bowl, but I guess you can only have 4 people bowling at a time. So I had Anya, Teresa, and Harper bowl while the kids went to the arcade. Although for some reason they couldn't play a game together. I do not know why. Every interaction there I clicked, Ryker was not available as an option for playing a game with, even though these total strangers were. So I have no idea why that happened. And look at this. The Tinker family has matching bowling t-shirts, and I have to admit that I am so jealous. So jealous of their matching t-shirts. I think our family is going to need matching t-shirts in the future. Once they really get their bowling game up. But we were jealous because look at all their matching shirts. Meanwhile, the children are playing in the arcade, and no one is bowling, despite me telling them to bowl. They're just standing there, not moving, staring at the lanes, until finally, Teresa makes her move and stands there for a little while longer, just waiting because nothing is happening. And then she gets it. Of course, it's a total miss. She does not have the bowling skill yet. And then Anya makes her move. So everyone is starting to bowl now. And the Tinker family is also bowling. And it's a bear night. I was wondering if we could put on a bear costume, but I couldn't figure out how. And none of the outfits were loading, so I just kind of gave up on that. And then it became 2 a.m. and all the cool colors in the bowling alley went away. But that's okay because they are all bowling still. They are still bowling their game. I think it was a 10 frame. The kids are still in the arcade. And I think that this ended up being a really good family outing. I think it was fun. I would love to go bowling right now. I'm not very good at bowling, but bowling is fun. And I'm really digging the bear costumes, although it was confusing because I had Zoe click on bowl, and one of the options was bowl with her father. And I was like, where is he? He follows us everywhere. But I couldn't find him, so maybe he wasn't there after all, which is a little strange. But since everyone's needs were getting really low and no one was doing anything, I don't know like what was wrong with the game today because no one wanted to take pictures, no one wanted to bowl, no one wanted to go to the bathroom. I don't really know what my Sims were doing, but they had a good family outing. They bowled a game, they played in the arcade. I think this new family showed up with their matching t-shirts, which we're also super jealous of. And yeah, so that's basically it for today's video. We had a birthday and some family outing time. And so I will catch you guys in the next one.